Burning starts in my chest as soon as we meet eyes. Hey, you don't like this, well neither do I, but we don't have a choice, do we? A second is all we need to do a quick scan to see each other's strengths and weaknesses. And what'll lead to the very end. We stand toe to toe, neither wants to lose.
Everyone, please gather round for yet another exciting duel.
Arrows shooting from our mouths, he fills up the entire room, but we both can put on a smile while fighting fire with fire. Hey, arrows shooting from our mouths, he fills up the entire room, but we both can put on a smile while fighting fire with fire. Hey, 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 hey. These fights take place so often, ashes fill the atmosphere. We've gotten used to the toxic fumes, it just makes us stronger for the next duel. No time to relax when anyone's ready for the next match. Because the only warning is just a quick scan.
1, 2, 3.
From me to you, we stand toe to toe, neither wants to lose.
Everyone, please gather round for yet another exciting duel.
Arrows shooting from our mouths, he fills up the entire room, but we both can put on a smile while fighting fire with fire. Hey, arrows shooting from our mouths, he fills up the entire room, but we both can put on a smile while fighting fire with fire. Slowly going insane from the flames, no need to care if you win, that's all that matters. Now who's the next competitor? Slowly going insane from the flames, no need to care if you win, that's all that matters. Now who's the next competitor? We stand toe to toe, neither wants to lose.
Everyone, please gather round for yet another exciting duel.
Arrows shooting from our mouths, he fills up the entire room, but we both can put on a smile while fighting fire with fire. Hey, arrows shooting from our mouths, he fills up the entire room, but we both can put on a smile while fighting fire with fire. Hey, 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 hey. I wasn't aware of how quickly I judge someone and judge others until a classmate of mine said this. At the time, it was really shocking. She said that whenever another girl comes within her vicinity, whether it's in a classroom or across the street, she immediately tries to figure out how pretty she is compared to that person. But after she said that, I became so aware that I was doing that too. I just wouldn't say that I was doing it out loud to other people. I would just think to myself, okay, how do I compare to this person? Do I know that they're smarter than me? Do they look more confident than I do? Am I good looking enough to even be interesting to this person? There are lots of things that I think contributed to why and how I compare myself. Part of it is my own pressures, as far as like how pretty or good looking I am. I think that pressure and that comparison comes from the media, how it purposely attacks consumers and to feel insecure about themselves, and so then it's easy for me to bring that comparison to my real life in addition to looking at products. And then as far as academics go, I mean, Silicon Valley, getting good grades is highly praised, and that's a source of pride and a source of ego. Looking back and looking now, because I admittedly still do that because it's just so ingrained in me, it's so toxic to compare myself to other people because I'm different. I have different, like I said in Vampire, I have a different backstory. There's no need to compare myself to someone when I'm a completely different person. And it's been a journey to make sure that I love myself despite whatever I'm insecure about. And the whole idea of duels is the idea of talking with people and making small talk. It is a way to measure each other up, to figure out how well do we go together? Are you above me? Are you below me? I don't think that's something that I intend to do or something that everyone intends to do, but I find that especially in the beginning phases when you're in a new classroom or in a new environment, everyone just kind of does that in order to figure out who to hang out with or who to make connections with. And I think a certain level of it is fine, but I think once it crosses that stage of putting other people down in order to put yourself up or putting yourself down, I think that's when it becomes really toxic, and that's when it becomes a duel instead of just a conversation. Yeah, so that's Fire. So now we're going to move on to the next song, and it's called Love. Couples round us brag about who they are by ditching us without a second thought. Surface level smiles but angry hearts, yet somehow we still want a little part. In fake soulmates, in shaky love, in cold comfort, or all of the above. I've seen him talk, he's nowhere near as smart as he tries, so hard to appear. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. Oh, what's the point when you're too blind to see? Pouring your heart out won't bring maturity. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. He's way too fast in sharing his whole life. We find it unwelcome, but somehow kind of nice. He's broken like us, we never be aligned for healthy relationships, and yeah, we wanna try. In fake soulmates, in shaky love, in cold comfort, or all of the above. I've seen him talk, he's nowhere near as smart as he tries, so hard to appear. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. Oh, what's the point when you're too blind to see? Pouring your heart out won't bring maturity. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. Do 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 da 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 ba 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 da 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 da. I want a real soulmate, a stable love, a warm comfort, and all of the above. And when he talks, he's crystal clear. He'll be as smart as he seems to appear. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. Oh, what's the point when you're too blind to see? Pouring your heart out won't bring maturity. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. You burst my bubble, oh, what we could be. Okay, so I told you we're going to come back to Cece Duarte, and this song Cece really helped me with. I think I was working on it and planning on putting it in Healing. I think even in my Instagram post where I wrote down the track list, I accidentally kept in the song Love, but it wasn't in the actual SoundCloud. I just didn't know how to make it more interesting rather than just me playing a couple chords. So I sent this song to Cece, and she gave me some really great suggestions, including having some harmonies, having some bass, and some percussion. So she really helped add some more depth to this song. And again, the reason why I wanted to be more in depth was greatly inspired by Cece's song Always Mine and Immortal Soul. There's a link in the description to go to her SoundCloud. She writes incredible songs, and she's a very good singer and a good friend of mine. And when I just heard her songs, I was like, I can totally see this being on iTunes or on Spotify. So yeah, check the links down in the description to find her SoundCloud. So this song was me reflecting on the toxic relationships I saw and how, despite the fact that I saw those relationships, I still wanted a relationship. When I say toxic relationships, I mean relationships where I saw that couples were acting happy in public and on their social media posts, but then when they talked to me or talked to their groups of friends, they would always complain about their partner. It was such a strange disconnect and a sad disconnect that it really dissuaded me from the idea of wanting to even be in a relationship in the first place. And yet even then, there was this desire for me to not be alone. There's just this kind of perceived comfort of just having someone to care for you, and you would take care of that other person. I found that even though I knew there wasn't going to be anybody in my life who would give me a healthy relationship, I still somehow, deep down inside, I still didn't really care, and I just wanted to be with somebody. Fortunately, I'm happy to say that I was never with somebody, and so I avoided having to go through the whole turmoil of being in a toxic relationship. The mentality of continuing to stay single and wait for someone, or to just stay single and be happy and learn more about myself, was incredibly healthy for me.